Tonight we're gonna play some more Tales of Arise. We actually left off at a pretty relevant plot point last time, and
something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
We found out a little bit more with the origins of what happened back whenever Alphen, was 300 years younger. And we also got these new costumes for Shion and Alphen, and this badass new screen right here, which is really cool. And I think we decided we're going to Rena at some point. I don't know when. The red woman's chasing us down still, I think. I don't know. All kinds of shit's going on. What's up, RP? So, let's start off with a skit, because why not?
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life.
So many skits.
By sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar
Holding
guiding our
R1
way,
gives you options?
showing us what we can aspire to.
Like, what do you mean? Like during the skit, RP? I've never like pressed any buttons during them. Is that actually, is this like a trick? Does it actually make you skip the skit if you press R1? So, I really don't know. We might be going to Rena. We don't know what the fuck is going on right now. No one knows what's going on. Let's do this. Go back to the OG squad. You hit R1 and X real fast and it skipped it, but you think options were coming up. Like, what kind of options? I kind of like Alphen's new costume a lot, actually. Or outfit, I guess, not really a costume. I know if you press X, it skips.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
I doubt it.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Strong assumption.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Oh, he'll do it.
Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Please don't be a lot of dialogue. Be a fight. We want to fight here. Be a fight. You have a hoodle on Alphen's head. That's awesome. Go to the depths of the Forbidden Zone. Hey, it will be a fight because we have a full hill right here. Oh wait, a strange manner. First, we must talk.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danan astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for
So
quite some time now.
It just shows you can skip
If
with
its
X
design
R1
were a
or,
matter of personal
RP.
preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me
Oh, look at
lunch?
Hoodle.
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Fucking the Hoodle eyes in the background. All right. Examine. Touch the mysterious power. Boss fight incoming. Don't know what it's gonna be though, or who it's gonna be. Maybe.
Volron!
Oh,
He really was still alive.
great.
And there's the Renis Alma.
Why is it over his crotch?
Then, is this another spirit channeling
Who's
ceremony?
talking?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state.
Yeah, he seems
All
like he
must be
lost it a little bit.
sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Aren't we all,
Hey,
Dolahim?
look!
Aren't we all?
Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
What?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop this?
Yo, TZ, thanks for the resub.
That's what caused Lenegis' transformation. And the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what
RENNAN.
purpose?
Renan.
What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy.
So what are we fighting?
That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Let's do it. I feel like we
It's
can't
not
just.
gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the
Probably is.
time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
Gasp!
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
She looks friendly. Oh. Oh.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They are? They're probably servants to the true ruler, but yes.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alvin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point.
Why would we not fight?
Gets out of hand. Searing Gale! You picked the wrong fight.
I don't know if we should focus on like a certain one of them or what. Watch
Where
this.
are you going?
Destruction!
Okay. Destructo disc, I see you.
Stay away from my friend. Now!
Who's dead? Oh shit.
Can't get out of the flame inside me.
I didn't realize Law went down.
Not today.
What level are these guys? They don't have levels, I guess. I missed.
Ready to go!
Wait, wait. Do I have like items? Grape gel. Here. Oh shit, Rimwell. Someone heal Rimwell. Shion! No! Heal! Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Dolahim, get the fuck in here. We need double heals. Double Soul Weaver. Epic 7 meta, here we go. No one's gonna get that reference except RP maybe, but it's fine.
Where are you going?
You picked the wrong fight.
I wonder if the weapon I have is. You get it? I don't even know if the weapon I have is any good. They equipped it, so I was like, I assumed it was fine. I didn't get the upgraded one. It's fine.
Scarlet Inferno! You're mine!
In a vine.
Oh, they're doing something. They're glowing. Glowing's always bad.
I can carve through armor. Down on the ground. Tornado glide.
Oh, they're weak to light. That actually makes sense because they're made of. They're probably made out of dark astral energy. She said something very dramatic about her healing arts. Oh, it was like a full heal. Yeah, it was. All right, that's why. Ow! Eat dirt.
Take this.
Ready and real. Where are you going?
Do I have a combo off vacuum light yet? No. Oh, they're doing something again. Oh, they're doing something in unison. Yeah, I'm winning. Yeah. You can totally see what's happening right now. It's good stuff, though. Can we lock onto this one?
You may be strong.
Shit. Shit. Whoa. All right, that light beam did a lot of damage. As RP was saying, they're weak to light. No! Don't cast your spells on me. Ow! Orange gel. Get that CP up real quick. Big combos, big combos. Damn, he did 3,000 damage right there. Not bad. I think. No! No! Dramatic noise making. Ah, shit.
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Where are you going?
Try harder!
Woo.
You're mine!
Bring you back from death to bit.
Big combos again. God, there's so many particle effects.
Sorry to trouble.
Denied.
Take this.
I don't know. Oh, that's a light attack, I believe, right there. That you just did.
Show thy mystic mercy. Armor won't save you.
It seems like you just focus on one of them.
Resonate with the earth.
Why is he doing that? Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Whoa, what did I just... Whoa, what was that attack? Can you absorb that? That'd be really cool. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're out of... Hold on. Hold on.
Listen, I'll burn out.
Look at that stabbo attack. Wait.
You picked the wrong fight.
Alright, there we go. Rending Flash. We never use that attack. That's cool. I like this one right here. Explosive Ring. Magic Kazam.
No escape.
Can't get out of this.
I owe you one. I'm not
Almost there. Stop. Shit. No, no.
Being interrupted. In your death.
I cannot tell what is happening right now, but it looks good. All right, there we go.
This one's got your name on it.
I think. Yeah. That was actually not that bad.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna listen.
Do you think it's really over?
This might be like a phase 1 also.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
Oh. Was it a suicide attack?
What? It's self-destructed?
Yeah.
Alvin!
You good,
I'm
bro?
okay. Just a little roughed up.
All right.
You had me worried there.
I feel like he might wake up and do something still.
Who said you could touch that?
There we go. Round 2.
Damn it! He's awake! I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally,
Volran, next party member.
It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Oh.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
Just kill him before he moves. Kill him before he moves. Yeah. Do that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
She had to say something.
Really, is that what you think?
Shoot him! Or not.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volran. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Uh-oh.
Then you mean
Oh.
Boran was kidnapped just like Alvin? But then he became a...
I thought it was gonna be like his son or something. Ancestor, I don't know.
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volran?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine.
Can we kill him
starting
already?
With this.
Hey, there we go.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
do it!
What's going on here? Oh.
Serenus Alma!
Oh shit. Oh, it's the same thing that happened to Alphen, right? I think is happening to him. The question is, are they gonna save Volran or run?
Alphen!
Don't do it, Alphen. Okay, good. Shoot him. Shoot him. All right. What that? Are you fucking kidding me? Why is there so much tension right here? Yeah, what if Volran Sephiroth her? Or not. That would have been a twist, though.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Okay, dude. I'm sure he'll come back later.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything, who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Oh, maybe he did die. I don't know.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volran... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Probably not.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers and Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Oh, okay.
Did you say
we're doing
Rena?
it.
Volran mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Let's go.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volran to actually be
Okay,
here.
level
He seemed to
45.
care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
The Red Women. I guess we'll watch the skit. Why not?
I didn't see that coming about Volran. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all
Their
along.
eyes were completely
Tell
black.
me about it. One minute they look perfectly human.
What?
Next thing you know, they're not
Human?
actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
What is Hoodle doing?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion?
Chimera.
Doherty? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volran, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena. And Shion
Yeah, they seem like they want to talk.
Unfortunately, they
Alphen.
blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Okay. I want to check something really quick. We have that Sodil Arthalis. Okay, it is actually the best weapon right now. Cool. I wonder if I can fast travel. I probably can't. I'd like to go like level up a little bit before we go somewhere else. I mean, it seemed like we were an appropriate level for that fight right there, at least. We gotta run all the way back. A long way. I'm assuming Lenegis is done though. Yo, what's up, Plum? Going to Rena? Hell yeah. Yep, we're doing that now. I guess. I mean, I think that's what's happening at least. So we'll see what happens. I didn't go this way before. Is there something over here? There is nothing over here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I feel like we're under leveled though. 45 seems low. We'll see though. What level stuff is on Rena? I mean, I don't even know if there's like people on Rena, really. And like we're gonna need like potions and other items and whatnot still. So if we can't fast travel, hopefully we're able to go back to other places like on Dana. I don't know. I'd be surprised if it locked you into the story path, but I guess it could. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to be able to go back to Dana, like story-wise, but like for gameplay reasons, it would. I guess we shall see in a little bit. Actually, are there enemies here? We do a little bit of grinding here. Oh, look at that. There are. Let's do it.
Little help!
Don't hit me.
Really don't give up.
Dude, that attack's cool. Combo! Yeah, that was fast.
Say no more. No, you can't.
That attack does a good bit of damage. Stop it.
You'll soon see about that.
So, should we pick up... Do you guys want me to pick up the Sword Art Online DLC? See what that's all about? I know that there's like I think there's a little side quest for it, plus obviously new arts and costumes and whatnot.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
All right, so we want to go. Where are we at? We explored everything pretty thoroughly last time. I guess we can go grab the items over here. I just fear that the further we progress, the more like we're gonna get like just dialogue bombed for an entire stream again. So I want to do the combat we can do while we're here. I may have heard that there was a lot of dialogue coming up.
It's like practically under a wall.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
The old stabbo time.
This one's mine. Now.
Got it.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. My turn. No escape. No escape.
That did not work, but it's fine. We should be playing as Kisara some more, because I was having a lot of fun with her. I feel like we can clear these mobs a lot faster with this party we have right now, and that with me playing as Alpha and Kisara.
In a bind?
Now, Law, get toasty.
And Blitzball attack.
A comfortable win.
And it's funny, I've still not crafted accessories since the very first stream of this game. We've been using whatever the hell we put on some of these characters for the entire game. I don't know, I'm sure they can matter to some point. I just have not been doing it at all. Like, we probably could be a lot better off if I made ones that were like stronger, but I don't know. I just don't really want to. Maybe we'll do it before we get a Rena. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I don't really want to. Fuck it, we'll do it.
Hi, Noodle.
I think I had a lot of health, I think. That'll be fine.
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Hey! You think you only crafted accessories the first time you were introduced to them? Okay, I don't feel as bad then. Like, I mean, I'm sure that it would make a lot of sense. You could probably get a lot out of it if you did it. I don't know. I've just never, like, felt like I needed to stop and do it. I feel like equipment and your weapon matter, and that's about it.
I'll crush you!
Of course, the old Tenebrous Claw.
Lightning reflexes!
Oh, he's critting, too. That's pretty good.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Watch me, you won't. Death blossom!
And Stabbo time. God damn it. That was a waste. Punch him!
My turn! Can't get out of this!
Plum, who's your favorite character to play as? Out of the party.
Inside me yearns to be let free.
Alright, I think this is the up. I think I held it long enough that time.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield is for. Get behind me.
I'll leave it to you! I owe you one.
Yeah, I totally know what's happening right now.
Can't get out of this!
You pretty much just used Alphen. Usually a big fan of attack and slash combat. Yeah, he is really fun. So if you liked Alphen's gameplay, you would like Law too. Law was a lot of fun. It's basically more damage with all the risk. Like no defense at all.
I'll crush you!
His combos are super satisfying too.
Tenebrous Claw!
I think they're all pretty fun to play as. I've been playing as Alphen the most, I think. But I was having a lot of fun with Kisara and a lot of fun with Law too.
Flashing fang!
But I've tried everybody. I mean, they're all fun.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
We need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Yep, see?
Go no further.
Me yearns to be let free.
Energy.
Not today!
Look here.
Back in blade!
This one's mine. These ones can run rings around us.
Can't get out of this!
So much AoE damage right there. Damn.
All yours, Kisara!
Kisara is definitely your second favorite, especially once you get a good set of abilities mapped out and you just demolish enemies. Yeah, I've been playing as her a lot. I did try Dolahim last stream, and he looks intimidating at first, but once you get some of his movesets down, he's actually really fun. A lot of his abilities are super flashy too. Oops. Rimmo is also pretty cool. I never, like, when I play like Tales of Berseria also, the mage classes never seemed as fun to play as for me. It's just kind of cool to watch the let the computer control them and do all the crazy ass spells and just see them hit the battlefield, as opposed to trying to get them off yourself. Because it is a lot of just sitting back and casting, as opposed to like being in the action.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Oh, here's his closure.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're
The
safe.
lights will be out tomorrow. What's up, Ev?
Vakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
Power's out.
It's
That's
the
going
city's
pretty good,
core
Ev.
reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Yes.
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was.
The dramatic music.
That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
Or we let it.
We need to stop that riot.
Or we let it.
But how do we do that?
Options.
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust.
Oh, Dillium.
That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Dillium.
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Speech!
Vakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
The loudspeakers.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
You're all gonna die. Oh.
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldermen and Sea.
He changed his clothes.
Look up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest!
You're gonna die, Cloud.
Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal.
Do we, though?
I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Oh, shit. Good timing. I guess they fixed it.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing. Was it true?
Yeah, go tell everybody.
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority, the very foundations of Renan society. How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Oh shit! Our boy's the leader of Lenegus.
You can't be serious.
I think.
I have business I must take care of first.
Yep.
But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
Barely.
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegus, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept turn against death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in
Don't
Lenegus
mind
till
us
you
just
get
going
back.
to kill God
Thank
real
you.
quick. Casual Tuesday things.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on
I can't tell if
Lenegus who need
Kisara just
someone to
respects
guide them.
Dohalim or if she has a thing for him at all.
Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you,
Oh,
Kisara?
this might answer my question.
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
All right, well, I guess we don't get any more information about that right now. Oh, we got Renan leader for Dohalim. All right, cool. We have points. Let's spend them. Where was I spending points before? We unlocked, or we were waiting to unlock Incineration Wave. A few more battles, we'll get that. Was I up here with Shion? Or was I down here? Or over here? Last shot. Full disclosure, I don't know how the bullet thing works with her still. I never took the time to figure it out. She's still fun to play as, though. Let's save up for one of these. I think Improved Healing Art is probably really, these are all really good, actually, in the Goddess of Kindness circle. Law didn't get any points, really. I guess we'll get that one. Feel better if we upgrade something on him. Rimwell, we'll finish that one. So now she's done with Attuned Mage. More penetration acquired. Dohalim. Ground Dasher, an advanced earth art that gushes rocks out of earth in an earth fissure. That sounds cool. We didn't get very many points for beating the red ladies or the red women. That's kind of whatever, I guess. Maximum burst. Oh, we got that. Increase boost strike damage. We'll finish up Megalpedia.
Looks like the people of Lenegus can...
If I wanted to Actually, hold on.
Rest easy. I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the
Question.
credit here.
Question and items. Not question. Request. Alright. Are there new weapons to make? Oh, fuck. There are. Is that like his... It's weaker. The Gladius Rene is weaker. It looks fucking cool, though. I might just cast it for that reason right there. Scopium Renin. Oh, everyone got like a... Are these like the Renin weapons they're getting? I think it is. Dude, they're all sick. They're so expensive, though. Oh my god. It's a cat shield. Pink protector. I kind of want to make that. This is so much stronger. That'd be wrong. Alright, so he got a better weapon just naturally, which is, I guess, cool. They like blew past all of these. What can I sell? We have armor that we don't wear? Kind of. I don't like how you can sell stuff that... Okay, you can. Alright. So we made her that. Let's make Law these. Brimwell. And no one else gets anything new, I guess, right now. Hold on, maybe they can. What can I sell here? Revival ring. Oh shit. Wow, that's actually really good. 1, 2, 3. Why are there only 4? Oh shit. Wait a second. Did I fuck up? Hold on. Oh no, they don't even pop up here then. Oh, there's some certain things you can't sell then.
We really
Hold
spend that much
on.
money?
I know. You're freaking out. We spent all of our money. It's fine. What can we sell? We could probably sell the weapons we just removed. Auroran longsword. Sorry. The thing is, some of these weapons you need for like the next level. I don't know, dude. Oh, shit. Alright, I think that's enough to craft the last 2 weapons for Dilahim and Kisara. That shield looks fucking sick, though. We're gonna make that at some point just to have it. Alright, I need to sell one more thing. That actually looks really cool, too. Alright, everyone has new weapons. We're ready to go, I think.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We are extremely broke, but it's fine. Our food buff's still pretty strong, I think. All right, let's. Where's the ship at? This way. Wait, I can't fast travel, can I? I don't think so. We'll do it the old-fashioned way then, I guess. Those weapons kind of look like endgame weapons, but they're probably not. I'm assuming there's probably another tier or 2 above those. I actually have no idea how much is left in the game, either. Alright, just do it. Just do it. Do the skit.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time, too.
You, a Renin Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renin system, bound by its values. Resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord, And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Badass dude.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, this Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
I think it is cool how they still reference Zephyr, even though he was just he was like at the very beginning of the game. Because like he had such a big impact on some of the characters. Well, obviously Law and Alphen being in particular.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Alright. Oh, god damn it.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Is it about Dohalim leaving?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
Oh.
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Fucking Noodle's face every time.
Right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that.
A fucking look on Noodle's
All
face.
this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Oh, what was that noise? I don't know what that was. Alright, we're almost out of here. Please, no more dialogue in here. I just want to get out, go to Rena, see what that's all about. I really want to go back to Dana and see if there's extra stuff we can do there, but I don't think we're going to get the chance to for a while. Hey, there's our spaceship. I forget what his name was. Sovereign Truth.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegus.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
I have no idea who could be running the show. We know
All
something's
the
going on with
answers
the
we've been
darkness
looking
inside
for are on
Shion.
that
Like the
planet.
thorns are sentient.
The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Yes. See?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
I could
If
believe
we come
that.
across a capital, we should... What?
Oh, that was dramatic. I thought something way fucked up was gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. Oh. I guess this is bad. Oh. Okay. They teleported us somewhere? Maybe? I don't know. What if they put us on Rena? That'd be convenient.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
Bad.
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
No, it's good.
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone, look there!
Now what? The fuck is that? Oh. 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 The planet. It's hollow. Oh, it's a... This doesn't seem good. They just turned it back on? We didn't do anything when we were there then? Space flower? Big space flower. Well, I'm glad things are making more sense now.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegus is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
Looks like it.
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegus are all right?
Probably not.
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
Uh-huh.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't think we know.
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Nope.
Now what?
Space monsters?
The starship, it's back online?
Oh.
No, this
No,
is different.
no, that's not it.
Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Such as? Isn't that Lenegis? No, that's not Lenegis. The fuck is that? What is happening? Oh, okay, we got off already.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
Dude, what if Naori's still alive?
We haven't been ambushed,
No.
so that probably means they
No.
aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
There's an ancient civilization
If
before
they
the
wanted to
Renans.
attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this
And
path
they built
takes
the
us.
pyramids. Well, let's go. Look around the area. Oh, that was fast.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours.
I think we all did.
Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable
Who's the
enough
wise
to bring
guy?
our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
Man, I wonder if it's up this elevator. I guess let's do the skit. Why not?
Shion, just in the nick of time.
What?
Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone before long. Which
Oops.
isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? even Alphen.
Alphen will do it.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
There's another one. Just do it. What is happening?
Boo!
Oh.
Ah, what the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Thanks, Mom. All right, you know what, we're going. Let's go the central level. That sounds appropriate. Oh, I picked. Well, hold on then. What if I like wanted to go to the upper level? We can't go there anyway. I gotta do it. We've done every skit.
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Light
Perhaps
and dark.
it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegus?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
All right, let's do it. Oh, shit. Who's in there? I can't tell. You're in there?
This place looks a lot like that
What a
room we
twist,
saw
Ev,
back
if you
in
were
the
there.
Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
Oh. It looks like a red woman, but like the real version.
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it can move.
Tell us all the lore, oh wise one.
Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
It speaks in Morse code.
That is correct.
Oh, never mind.
It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Oh, yeah.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We don't even know.
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way.
Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I feel like he can hear us.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil.
Okay.
The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
Okay, that makes sense.
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this Great Spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
So it's sentient
A
astral
voice?
energy.
Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question throughout the ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this Great Spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
Would make sense.
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrek 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's Great Spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegus was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Well, everyone would be dead already if it didn't work. If it worked the first time, Alphen.
You still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrek 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A request? But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the
There it
Great
is.
Spirit.
We're killing God, baby. Or a planet, I guess.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
I would say.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize.
Okay.
As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
Yeah, we just killed like 3 of you.
You mean... you're dying?
Why would you feel bad for them?
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
I don't see why we feel bad for the Helganquil.
Others? Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Phasal.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's
Like,
take a look
they're the
around.
reason all of the Danans are dying. I mean, I guess you could say, well, no, it was the Great Spirit that was telling them to do it. But I mean, they set up the crown contest and everything, which caused all those people to die.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you, Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana,
that's true.
I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Time for the
There
JRPG
is one other
tropes.
thing that concerns me. How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough.
That is true.
But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevric 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Aliens.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Please no skits. Please no skits. All right, good. All right, so we're going to the upper level, I'm assuming now. I like the skits, don't get me wrong. It's just, there's a lot of them. They like really put, they're pumping them out in this game. Hello? Anybody home? No? Good. All right, you can see the planet from over there. What's happening? We're pretty far away. All right. That was not the right place to go, apparently. Oh, wait, the lower level. Okay, because we were the take off departure area, I think, originally, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Wait, let's check real quick. Items, items, items. Really, not one item hidden away in the corner. Come on, game. A lot of pods, though. Like those storage pods of people or things, whatever. All right, let's go meet the others. Oh.
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Hello.
Are you a Renan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
What? Did they make the Renans?
The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
What? Your subject?
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Hevrect 35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
I don't know.
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Have you guys lived up here in Dag Fazel with Hevrek 35 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Hevrect 35 ever since?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The Helganquill have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
That explains why we didn't see him.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected. It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquill themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquill, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
You would think.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevrek 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead. Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
That was kind of helpful, I guess. Hopefully someone else can give us some, like, better information.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Oh, that's their
Please,
subjects.
tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
What?
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the
There
first
we
place.
go.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained
Here
everything.
we go.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
There it is. Gasp. That makes sense. They're like enhanced
But if that's
Danans.
true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't, but there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language, people of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes?
Yeah.
In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
That makes
Let me get
sense.
this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
That's literally what he just said,
Wait,
Alvin.
that explains why almost nobody can use astro arts on Dana now.
Uh-huh.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough. You needn't tell us anymore.
No, tell us more.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque.
No, you don't say.
But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's
Talk
such
about
a
an
big
identity
deal.
crisis, right?
They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Damn. That actually does make a lot of sense now, though.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main objective was?
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient.
Okay.
Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
And that's Lenegis' purpose.
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied.
Oof.
The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that
Hell
day.
yeah, Alphen. Go off, bro.
For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renis Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
Okay. Crown
And
contest.
the crown contests began.
Correct. since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps.
And that's what we saw holding Bull
A
Ram.
new sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work, its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana.
Oh.
As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
Hevrecht 35 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are.
Yet here we are.
Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Well,
he talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are in?
Well, now we know.
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down. Is there anything we know that's still true at this point?
Seriously, I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil, let alone the Sovereign and Maiden stuff.
Let's take a moment to gather ourselves. I know all of this is a lot to believe and take in, but I think it's fair to say that we've found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
I would say so.
Agreed. Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
You don't know you're in a JRPG.
Everything that's happened, everything we've endured, it's all because of astral energy.
And to get that energy, the Great Spirit took control of the Helganquil. Then the Helganquil created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Danans.
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans as well is likely because they were originally Danans all along.
Which makes sense.
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it easy and rest our minds a bit.
I would say so.
Why don't we all take some time to think things over?
Oh no, that means individual conversations.
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, then we've got a really big fight ahead of us. Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. If we're going to do this, we need to be completely sure of ourselves. So let's go ahead and break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay. You sure you don't want to be alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
Aww.
I figured I'd get all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds too.
Sounds
cute.
good. Let's go find them.
So RP, are you right to assume drinking dirty bean water is better than soda pop? You are
Everyone's
correct.
just gone their own way,
I mean, I guess it
huh?
depends on.
Let's hit up each spot.
All right, so like if you went and got like I don't know, some kind of coffee drink from Starbucks that had a bunch of cream and sugar in it, then probably not in the grand scheme of things. But if you're just drinking, like, especially if you're drinking black coffee, it's way better for you than pop.
Everything we thought we knew, it was all just a fabrication that the Red Women, that the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevrecht 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
I would say so.
But if Hevrecht 35 was telling the truth, and this was all just one massive lie, does that mean everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
No, I don't think so. Or at least I hope not. I think it just means we've lost our foothold for now. That's all.
Really? Well then, if we've lost it, I guess we'll just have to find another. All of us together. And if we can't find one, then we'll make a new one. End of story.
Make one, huh? I see. Right then. Count me in.
So you're not adding a shit ton of sugar, like 7 grams of sugar, no cream. 7 to 10 grams, you'd say. How much sugar is in a can of pop? I still think even with that, I think you're still way better off, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, there's 50 plus grams. Yeah, I think you're fine then. I didn't realize there's that much sugar in pop. Holy shit. 50 grams. 50 plus, damn.
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard.
I think he had a lot of pride in being a
What
Renan.
do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it.
I would say.
As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to buy
I
this at
know
all.
you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
So you're also figuring that even zero sugar and a zero sugar pop has all the other shit in it too. Coffee, just beans and water. Yeah, I agree. I think that you're still better off with coffee than like a zero sugar pop. Did I get something? Happy bottles. What are they giving us? Like fucking LSD?
You both seem awfully calm.
That conversation with Kisara got pretty
Only
deep right
because
there.
after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Danan mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danans probably won't be so quick to let their guards down, and there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah, I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danon and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Renwell.
That great spirit worries me too, though.
Yeah, we need to kill it first.
Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
They may not.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dan is still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
All right, where is Law and Dohalimat? All right, let's do, we'll do Dohalim last, because he's really messed up about this shit right now.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memory started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
In particular, Shion.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
It would be a little overwhelming, I'm sure.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about, all I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's best.
Okay. Alright. Last conversation. Probably not the last conversation, but the last one for this part.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
Yeah, no one's gonna take this information
very well.
well.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return
And the Danans aren't going to want them to come back.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire.
Another war.
There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined. On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
What's up, dude?
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably.
Oh.
As the one and only blazing sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why.
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen,
I mean, it's a
there's
pretty
no
big
need
favor.
for that. We're friends.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Alright, let's go talk to Hevrek.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
What about you, Shion? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how
Can
could
these
I
two
have?
tell each other they love each other yet?
It's
Like,
been
what are we
going on
waiting
for
for?
300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah, I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Let's go fight them.
There, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
Yeah, someone should have asked him about Shion's thorns. We could have probably got some more information on that.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Hell yeah.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world, and it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Because it's connected to the spirit,
Indeed.
I think.
Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena.
Yep.
And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
Wait, what? Did I miss something?
We don't know anything for certain.
Part of the Great
Very
Spirit, I
least,
think.
I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great
Yeah,
Spirit.
what he just said.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense.
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
Let's do it.
The question is, how do we confront it?
Good question.
Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Hevric 35 has been observing the great astral spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
You're hoping it has a plan. All right, let's go talk.
Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
Yeah, we have to do a skip first,
So if the
Alphen.
Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renis Alma stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're—
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships the people can escape in.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine.
Right.
All right. I think it was central level. So, I mean, they could escape Lenegis via the starships and go to Dana, but that's going to just cause problems, and we're all aware of that already. You're going to need Alphen and Dohalim there to hopefully stop some of the problems, but like, I think they're going to have a lot of issues, generally speaking, for a long time. It seems to manage Heveric 35's condition, lots of vital signs, stats are displayed.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something
What if
first.
you just say no and leave?
You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
With our swords.
By using the Renus Alma.
Oh.
You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling
All right, hear me out.
energy.
Alphen and Shion die.
Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renus Alma to destroy it.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
Yep. They're gonna
She
die.
was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What's the complicated option?
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Well, that makes sense.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself.
Oh.
So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile, and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Damn, not giving us very many options here. So, sacrifice one to save everybody? Or...
Naori said that the Renus Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns could be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renus Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
But...
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renus Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Just kill this dude.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
Little bitch. Fucking little bitch.
You agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegus.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral
Good,
energy.
it's where we need it to be then.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower, then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all.
Well, we have the plan. Who knows if it's gonna work?
Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Okay. The truth.
Is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Hold on.
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this,
I don't think they're
right?
comparable, though.
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrek 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Alright, so we have to use the Renis Alma then, pretty much. It'll take some time to completely repair your starship. I suggest you all get some rest in the interim. Sure, let's rest. We're gonna get to cook. I don't have stoves up here or ovens. Nope. Someone can't sleep.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
Retirement.
I'm sure you'll do great.
We might be like setting up for the final act here.
I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
It's because she
I'm
likes
no
you.
saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike.
Hey, thanks for hanging out tonight, Ev.
Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all...
Oh, shit.
Don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
Do it.
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Damn it. Maybe we'll have like a flash forward later on and they're together. I think there's a good chance that Alphen and Shion die at the end of this.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Oh, well, obviously these two like each other too.
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
Isn't that bad?
You... what?
Wait, what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
That's kind of what they were saying before.
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Everett 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
Oh, she's crushing right now. Maybe not. I don't know.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind.
Nope. All right, that's not unfounded. That's definitely what it is.
Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were thinking?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Oh. God, something bad's gonna happen as soon as we get to Rena. Everyone's gonna die. I don't know about that, but...
Are you sure you don't want to get some rest?
Well, these two at least admit their feelings. No one else will.
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Really wasn't that long ago.
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Rena's Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrect 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Rena's Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Rena's Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we've...
The Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
I don't think he'll do it. Even if it came down to it, I don't think he would.
Okay.
I can see them both dying, though.
But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you.
All right, Alphen, don't fuck this up.
I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before.
Oh.
But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
Do it. Pull her in.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion.
Come on.
No. You can tell me
Okay.
once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I can live with that. Good enough. They acknowledged it. That's all I was hoping they would do finally. Because it was blatantly obvious. So I've only played Tales of Berseria in this game, and I can say the writing in Tales
Everybody
games
get
is
enough
very
rest?
good.
You ready for this?
Like all the dialogue between the characters and
Yeah,
everything,
we
they've
should
always done a really
probably
good
get
job
moving.
with that.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively
Like it's
straightforward.
exceptional.
We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
Very easy
We're
task.
fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Let's fucking do it.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrek 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
I think so.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that one too
thing
much.
lighten up a bit. Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
Naori, right?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand.
The music was very dramatic in the background there.
All right, time to get back on the Fall Knights.
Fall Nets, that's what it was called. That name is cool. It means something. I don't remember what it means though. I wanted to check something really quick. Systems, settings. Wasn't there something about data usage agreement? I don't know what that is. Yeah, alright. I thought, okay, I was just wondering. We are prioritizing frame rate the whole time. Don't really know how much better the graphics could look. I mean, it looks pretty damn good now. Oh, it means one drawn from the skies. That's what it means. Fall Knights.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Oh shit, cutscene. Yeah, that looks a little problematic. Oh yeah, we're gonna see what's happening on Dana maybe. Oh no, it's on Rena. Never mind. Oh, we made it, I guess. Glad they could breathe down there. It's like desolate.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
Probably what's left.
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Looks like it.
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
Been sucked dry.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
All right, let's do it. At least start this area. Destroyed remnants, Rena. Possibly the last zone. I mean, I feel like once we get to the core, that's GG, right?
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
Oh, look at our footsteps. That looks really cool. Can we leave? Oh, okay, so we can go anywhere now. Like, should we do that or should we go in? Like, this might be a chance to free roam.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber
Dude, why are they getting on him so
satisfy your
damn.
curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
Look at Hoodle right there.
I think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renaissance using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, It should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
we might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Still going.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
I think they're gonna have a lot of problems.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
Which it very well may.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans start oppressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
there will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
All right, let's see if we can go back. I guess we can. Did we need to go over to the owl place? I don't remember. Can I fast travel? Hold on. Wrong button. What?
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renins inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
Good question.
I don't know, makes them more intimidating,
That is
I
a
guess?
wonderful question.
Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might
Yeah,
have originally
that
been
makes sense.
designed to allow Renins to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
It would explain the size of the soldiers, which we were talking about earlier.
Hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
Oh, what did I do?
All right, that was worth.
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
We're still going.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renins have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
I don't think they're very friendly.
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
That makes sense.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renins. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
Let's go kill more of them, though.
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renins are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
That is a kind of a strangely accurate comparison. All right, can we fast travel? Display map list. Yes, we can. Okay, so we have like side quests we can do. There was that battle in the Navira Snow Plains. I think it was like a late game battle though. Audalina Palace. What the fuck were we doing there? Aurora. I don't remember the quests here. Oh, that's like end game right there. And there's a quest on Dake Faisal too. Shoot, I want to go to Menancia though. I think. Let's go. We can go to the palace first. I don't know what the quest was there though. Oh, it was. I know. Okay, no, I do know what it is. We can't teleport there though. Descent. Yeah, there we go. So we I think that one lady in there was looking for Rumel's books or something. So as we get more, she gives us stuff. So we'll go get stuff from her.
You finally made it. Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
I see that there's another conversation to be had. We're gonna not do it right now. So we might actually spend Thursday cleaning up side quests and stuff, because I think like we might be on like a path to finishing the game once we enter the next area on Rena. So it would probably be good to do all the stuff we want to do before then if we can. You might be able to do stuff after you finish the game too, I don't know. Because I know there's like dungeons and stuff you could do, but I don't know if it's supposed to be end game. Like after you beat the game, you go do them, or we can go do them right now.
Hey, Alvin, what do you think of that?
Why? What?
Turn this in. Give me stuff. Give me stuff. What? Is that it? Oh, shit. That was a waste of time. Whatever.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do.
He's always worrying about something.
Yeah.
Let's change the subject, shall we? Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on a...
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just, what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
All right. Oh my God, there's still more. There's so many skits. I'm all skitted out for the night. That damn little beeping noise that keep going off though. It's gonna drive me crazy. I want to go over to the arena though. I think there's some fights we can do there. I think they were level 40 and we're level 45 now, so we should be able to do them.
I sure wish we could go on vacation.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for us to unwind a little for once.
Not like we've got the gall to spare for it, though.
Yeah, we're broke. We're like dead broke right now. We'll make some money here though, if we can do some battles. What's up? Solo battle. Alphen. Advance is level 40. Ooh, Ultimate's level 60. Alright, let's do that. Blooming Roper.
No choice. Wind. Luna Rongo. Mirage. This one's gonna be tough.
I think there's a time limit to do this.
Try this. Blending Flash. Wind. You're mine. Mirage.
Oh, big boy.
Crush. You're mine. Here I come. Strike. I'm not done. Rising Falcon.
Fucking missed.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
There we go.
You're mine. Vacuum blades. Crush.
Crush.
Fury.
I don't know why I cast it twice there.
Strike.
I didn't press it twice.
Here I come. Take this. There. No escape. Vacuum blades.
What?
Here I come.
Game.
Win. Try harder.
There we
My
go.
turn. Take this. No escape. The flame inside me yearns to be let free. I'll take more.
Oh, there's another one.
Flaming pillar. Fire.
That attack is so cool. Oh, what the fuck?
Win. I'm not done.
All right, we have to get good then. We can't do. We're not gonna do this right now. Like we can do this fight. I gotta try again though. I didn't realize there were more things to fight.
Severing wing. Eternal devastation.
Oh, all right. Let's try again. We can definitely do it.
No choice. I'm not done. Eternal devastation.
We just don't want to use any of our flame attacks so we don't get hurt.
Take this. Crush. I'm not done. Take this. I'm not done. There. This one's all mine. Orochi's fury.
We are timed, but I'm not really worried about making time necessarily.
Take this. Vacuum blades. I'm not done.
Oh, I want the.
You're mine.
All right.
Severing wing. Stardust. Rising Falcon. It's over. I'm not done. Vacuum blade. Try hard. My turn. Destruction. Orochi's fury.
Don't
You
do
picked
it.
the wrong
You're gonna
fight.
counter me.
Orochi's fury. There.
Vacuum blade is really strong.
No escape. Crush. Try harder. You're mine. Vacuum blades. Crush. Orochi's
That was bad.
Here I come. Try harder. Here I come. There. Damn it.
All right, big boys, let's do it.
Strike. I have no limits.
What the fuck? What is this bullshit?
To be let free. There. Orochi's fury. Dazzle. Coming
Did I get the base one? Yeah, it's all right.
now. Scarlet Inferno. You're mine.
Damn, these things have a lot of health.
Take this. Try harder. My turn. Try harder. Not a chance. Vacuum blades. The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Not today. Strike. Crush. Vacuum blades. Take this. Try harder! Not a chance! Take this! Eternal devastation!
Crit.
Take it! There! Here I come! Vacuum
Not looking good.
Severing wind! Mirage! Lewis! There! This one's all mine! Burn in hell! Here I come!
Very precise fight. Especially because you can't heal with Alphen. So I don't think he has any healing abilities in his kit at all. Keep trying. I want to beat this.
Gotta break through! You're mine! There! You're mine! Orochi's fury!
And you can't use his ability without hurting him.
Take this! Lunar Rondo! You're mine! Vacuum blades!
This thing never attacked the entire time, and now it
Be
attacks.
still! You're mine! Devastation! It's on! You're mine! Crush! Vacuum blades!
Alright. Come here.
You're mine! Try hard. Not a chance! Vacuum blades! Orochi's fury! Severing wind! Mirage!
Attack me.
Try harder! You're mine! Vacuum blades!
I think the counters are probably the best way to fight this
I'm
thing.
not done! Try harder! No escape! Crush! Orochi's fury! You're mine! Try harder! My turn! Lightning thrust! No escape! Devastation! Mirage! No escape! There!
That was a good combo right there.
Eternal devastation! Try harder! I'm not done!
The 2-on-1's still gonna be a problem.
Be still! I'm not done! Come one, come all!
Damn it, Alphen, not now.
Here I come! Not today! You're mine! Destruction! Severing wind! Mirage! Strike! Vacuum blades!
Oh, I got it. Nice. I thought the combo ended. I guess not.
Flaming pillar!
I think this hurts him to do this, though, which sucks.
No escape! Try not.
Oh, god damn it.
Vacuum blades! Wind! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
What the fuck?
Try harder! Now! Burn in hell! No escape! Crush! Vacuum blades! Severing wind! Rising falcon!
Motherfucker.
You're mine! Vacuum blades! No escape! I'm not done! Take it! Wind! You're mine! Here I come! There!
Oh, motherfucker from the side.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I could just not get hit. That would work, too.
Destruction! There! Dazzle! You're mine! Mirage! Vacuum blades! Lightning thrust! Here I come! No escape! Vacuum blades! Try harder! My turn! Now! Here I come! Vacuum blades!
Oh, get out.
I have no limits!
There we go.
Strike! We did it! Mirage! There! Be still! Mirage!
Just do whatever you gotta do. I don't care what it is.
Now!
All right, as long as if I play this perfectly and don't get hit again, we'll be fine.
You're mine! Burn! Here I come! Destruction! Death! Severing wind! There! Take this! There! You're mine!
I feel like that fight was way harder than it should have been. That was impressive. Thanks. Large demi-human. Oh, those are items I think for crafting too. Oh, what? It took 4.5 minutes. I thought we were doing it a lot longer. It's not bad, I guess. All right, Shion, advanced. Try this one out.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Annihilation! How primed and ready! That'll bring you down! Think again! By the power of flame!
We can't cast things like that, probably.
Let the marksman handle this!
Oh! No, no, stop! Stop! No!
Annihilation! Take it!
Dude. She can heal though, so that's good.
Think again! Pathetic! How's this? It's time to finish this!
You know what? No one else got a secondary mystic art besides Alphen.
Consuming wildfire!
I wonder if other people will get one at some point.
Now and again! Zephyr Trident! Explode! Spear sweep! I'm ready! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Can I get it off? No. That was stupid to even try that.
Cyan instant! That'll bring you down! Into the shadows!
Ow. Whoa. Oh, I'm stunned. Ah. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm dead.
I won't give up!
Fuck. Alright, we have to put a heal on. We can definitely do this. It felt like she was doing a lot of damage, so.
Out of our way! Cyan instant! Zephyr Trident! Here I go! How's this? Eat dirt!
I mean, it's fine to cast that one.
Go! That'll bring you down! Annihilation!
Wait, jump, jump. Shit, I'm in the void.
Let the marksman handle this!
Alright, that got me out of that one.
Who wants to die next? Zephyr Trident! How's this? Annihilation!
Just cast it. There we go.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Alright. That might kill them? They don't have a lot of health.
That'll bring you down! This one, you're open! Zephyr Trident!
Definitely did a lot of damage.
Time to burn! That'll bring you down! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's a healing
No,
art!
don't cancel it.
None shall escape!
No, cancel it. That's what I wanted to do.
Annihilation! One more! And again! Toxicity! There! Zephyr!
Oh, no, 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 stop, stop.
By the power of...
Oh, fuck, we're stunned. Can I line up with all three? Come on, Shion. Please move.
Where are you going?
That was not what I wanted to do.
Cyan instant! By the power of water, I'm only getting. Cyan
I'm assuming there's probably one more set of enemies after this.
You're open! Toxicity! Zephyr Trident! Sighted! And again! Spear sweep! There! Into the shadows! Let the marksman handle this!
There they are.
Where are you going? Annihilation! Here, let me help! First aid! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Oh, I missed the other one?
None shall
Really?
escape. Gemini Aqua. Got you. Cyan instant. Zephyr Trident.
Nice.
One more. Toxicity. You're
Oh, I
mine.
missed.
Into the shadows. Zephyr Trident.
And you're dead. Woo. All right, that was way easier than the Alphen one. Did I make it in time is the question. I did. Nice. All right, let's do keys. Let's do laws.
It's gone. Eat this. Savage roar. I can carve through armor. Talon storm. Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. Dragon shell. That frickin' does it. Eat this. Take this. Another. You're wide open.
One down.
I'll run you through. I'm on a roll now. Glimmer dragon. Eagle assault. Savage roar. Dragon. I'm just
Oh,
getting
didn't break it.
started.
Watch out.
Eat this. Savage roar.
All right, dragon shot.
Inferno punch.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I'm on it. Dragon shout. Super swallow dance. Thankful
One of these
arrow.
puts us back on the ground. I think it's Death Blossom.
Talon hurricane. Eat this. Ready and ready. I can carve through armor. Almost. You're wide open. Talon storm. Dragon shout. Eagle assault. Savage roar.
I love that attack.
Dragon shout. That frickin' does
No.
it. Talon hurricane.
You've asked for the Fang Bolero. You're getting it.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Or no, Tenebrous Claw. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me.
Savage roar! Anything in armor is all mine! I'll finish you here and now! Death Blossom! Savage roar! Almost! You're wide open! That's enough! Now I'm in the groove!
All right. Oh, we got Rock Boys? What the fuck, dude? They're making Law's job
See what I can
hard.
do. I'm on it! Almost! You're wide open!
Can I not walk? There we go.
Talon storm!
I was gonna say, why can't I walk onto this guy?
Hurricane! Eagle! I'm on it! Talon hurricane!
Come on, finish him. All right, nice. All right.
First strike!
Just got a combo at the back.
Dragon shout! First strike! Rip and tear! That's enough! I'm on it! It's showtime! Now you see what I can do!
Oh, broke both of them. Nice.
Super swallow dance! Dragon shell on the ground!
Got him.
Awesome! Talon storm! It's
Oh, watch out.
showtime! Armor won't save you! Faster!
One down.
Savage roar!
Dude, Lost, if you can like just 1v1 with Law, it's so satisfying.
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Oh, what the hell?
First strike. Talent storm. Super swallow damage. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Boom. Not dead yet though.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Dragon shout. I'm on it. Savage roar.
Right, do this.
Dark wind. Talon hurricane. Rip and tear. Dragon shout. Super swallow dance.
We definitely gonna make laws in time, I think. Yeah, we cleared that really fast with him. Got that. Feather and a diamond vest. Nice. Oh, wait a second. Is everyone getting armor from this? No. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice. It's an upgrade, too. All right, guys. I think with that, we are going to wrap up for tonight. On Thursday, we'll jump back into Tales of Arise. We're probably going to focus on doing some of the side content, like this arena and some of the side quests we haven't completed yet. Because I'm not sure how the end game works. Like, if we're locked in once we start traveling through Rena, we might need to finish the game then. And I don't know if like there's a post game where you can go back and do stuff or not. So I probably should look into that maybe without like try to avoid spoilers and see if you can do post game once you beat the last boss or whatever. Maybe I'll look into that before next week. And if we can do that, maybe we'll just continue with the main story to see what happens. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.